On the 25th of December 2024, the Africa Film Society was officially launched at its location in East Legon in Accra, Ghana. The African Film Society is founded by Blitz Bazawule, who is an all-round creative and the director of the famous film The Burial of Kojo and also The Color Purple. The program was attended by many veteran Ghanaian film directors, actors, you name it. And it was also attended by film lovers like myself. It was an amazing opportunity to be in the same room with people who loved film. And here are some excerpts from the program. I also had the opportunity to interact with Blitz Bazawule after the launch, and it was such an insightful conversation which I'll share excerpts of. Stay tuned, because at the end I'm going to share some exciting news from the African Film Society. Enjoy.
Hi. I want to say thank you very much for being here. It's a true honor and a true privilege. My name is Blitz Bazawule. I am the founder and director of African Film Society. Oh, and we are very privileged today to have some incredible legends with us. And we'll get to them shortly. What is African Film Society? We are an organization that began 8 years ago, a non-profit that seeks to preserve and promote Africa's rich cinematic legacy while cultivating and nurturing an audience for their work. Our mission is to empower, educate, and promote the arts of cinema on the continent through acquiring, restoration, distribution of new and classic films. Without saying too much, I would like to just play you a little clip of our journey.
We had a halt, and they burnt everything. They killed the film industry. Yeah, it was criminal. And I'll still say that it was a criminal act. See, somebody decided to disorganize our artistic base. It was a very wicked thing somebody could do for Ghana.
What took my idea, so we had to join the two names, Anakoto and Juju. Yeah. Why Anakoto? You may ask why Anakoto. Look, I'm
My public, with my people, I want the film.
Not stood strongly to develop the audiovisual industry. You'll be surprised to encourage and not to discourage the American populace. When they lose the war on the battleground, they go and win it in Hollywood.
Yes.
Today, where is the film library? The British, the Americans, the young ones coming, they show them their yesterday, so that tomorrow will be easier for the children. Because yesterday is where your confidence is. Yes. Where am I coming from? So that I'll know where I'm going. It's all wrong. And I was making my films, cinema houses, Rex, Regal, Plaza, they were all there. When I make a film, I can do a budget.
Yes.
So that when I go to the bank, they will consider and give me the money. All these films have now become, with all due respect to your brother, churches. And the industry, the film industry is something you cannot play with. It is tomorrow and yesterday of the people. So what you're doing today, the society, we all seek God's blessing for you. I wish one of these days you will find time to come and we'll make you a patron to our Isabella Museum.
Yes, Isabella. Yes.
Yes. It is linked,
Yes.
so that we can help one another. because our children coming in this time have not realized the power of the industry. We must encourage them. We must show them where they're coming from so that our future will be easier in telling our own story. For if we don't tell it, nobody will tell it. Right. Thank you very much.
Thank
you. You make me proud, and you make all of us proud. And I wish you all the very best. I like what you're doing. We will all support you in whatever way we can, because it is important and it's very necessary. Our father here has said a lot. I just want to add that I am a filmmaker and an actor because I want to bring about change. Because I know that film is that one tool, that weapon that we can use to rearrange our minds. It looks like we've forgotten where we are coming from. We have forgotten who we are. We are the ones who built the pyramids. We are the ones who did things that the Westerners can't even understand. Where is that confidence gone to? Where is our pride? Where is we can do it and we are strong? And where has that all diminished to? And so I've always been saying that if they say colonial masters, they are not my masters. if they came and used film to colonize us, the onus is on us to use the same medium to decolonize ourselves. Because the mental slavery is still going on. Even now, they don't bring shackles anymore on necks and they say visa lottery. It is just another form of slavery. It's only the best brains, the same brain drain when our ancestors were on the ship. If you're an artisan, you're a goldsmith, you can sew, you can knit, and you were sick, they'll take care of you. So the same brain drain is happening now. And it's like we are not seeing what is going on, what is happening. So we have a duty as filmmakers. I think it's a very special talent and calling on us from God to continue. If Reverend Hesse were here, he always says that after God, it's we the creatives who continue the creation. And so we have to continue the creation and make it work for us. Make us and our children see the path, know who we are, and know where we are going. And to get them there. There is a vehicle to get them there. So together, let's all put our, what's the word? Let's put our shoulders to the wheel and let's change Ghana for the better through film. Thank you very much.
The world was going through various changes. Cities like Berlin, like Paris, like London, and by extension, New York, Los Angeles, were all coming out in a certain form that was film, that was telling the story of humankind and civilization. Africa has had its fair share of civilization, but has not been able to use film to tell its portion of the story of civilization of man. And Ghana, as we all know, is the North Star of Africa. Ghana has always taken the lead. It's rather unfortunate that a lot of people in this our age do not know the stature of Ghana on the continent of Africa. We used to have Ghana Film Society. I was a member, former president, late J.J. Rollins was a member. And from African Film Society, it's actually the bigger picture. We need to see it from that angle and make sure that whatever has come and gone that is passed that we think did not do justice to Ghana's position and role and responsibility on the continent, Africa Film Society is going to assume that role.
Yeah.
And it's very important that we all support this, film society because it's the first of its kind. And for the attachment of the library and the museum or whatever, all those things to it, it's actually going to holistically get people to come to understand that film, I call it the finest images, limitless medium.
One more time. Both you for the ones in the back. One more time.
The finest images, limitless medium. It has
Write it down. Write it down.
So it is something that we have to cherish so much because it has no limit. With film, we can get to do anything that we want to do. And that is why I am all for it because I have decided that the medicine that I didn't do it is inside film.
Yes.
Because film, it teaches,
Yes.
it preaches, and it heals.
Yes.
So everything is in there, and I cannot leave that behind. So I would have even limited myself by just going to do medicine to only heal. But added to that are so many other things that film has. And Africa is so rich. It's the new world. The resources that Africa has, no other continent has. And we are actually the continent that has the spread over the whole wide world, such that no other continent can ever meet us. We are the only continent that has created something that for 6 millennia the world still doesn't understand. That is the pyramid. And so with film, we can even do better things than the pyramid. And I believe that African Film Society has come to do that. Has come at the right time. Thank you.
Actually, I didn't want to say anything because I know the brothers and sisters I'm sitting down here with have been with them for so long. They can talk. The only thing I want to say is that I'm very grateful and I thank your organization very nice that you have remembered us. We have forgotten. We have forgotten in this society. Nobody calls us, nobody even knows us. And the old guys who are keeping themselves alone. So I'm very grateful that we doing this one. My only advice that I'm asking you that I know I've come across in sort of film societies across international everywhere. It's a very good institution. I would just tell you that try to associate yourselves with other film societies internationally and locally. I will also advise you to try one. That's what the people was saying. Once you go to this library, it is the only place that the films are kept well managed. Films are they get lost. Yeah, you can mention them, but where to find them is a very difficult thing, and it's a very rich library. Also, it's libraries who are giving the whole film going to the whole world. Maintain it well and try and organize to get the copyrights from the makers so that you know that you're not going to use the library for commercial purpose, but they are kept and our children will come and see it when we are all gone. Thank you. Good work done.
I love these
questions.
questions.
1, 2. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the legends just keep dropping in.
Yes.
Mr. Fred Amugi, ladies and gentlemen.
I remember a line in the simple thing, dinner for promotion. Say, what can I say? And Sipo comes out, if you have nothing to say, why not shut up? So if I have nothing to say, I better shut up. But I'm lost in words. And I'm one person who is very emotional. When the unexpected gets to me. To think I have card number 5, and yet this is what has been given to me. I don't know if number 1 has his or hers.
Yes, all the 4 have.
Oh, beautiful. I thank you so much for thinking about people like us. Like Uncle said, we are forgotten, and at a point, especially on my 74th birthday, I have to tell the Ghanaians that as long as I live and can do it, give me work to do. Don't wait when I have my hands on my chest with a little smile on the deathbed. You come saying he was. I want Ghanaians to say he is whilst I live.
Yes.
And then the following year, by God's grace, people who listened to my voice started using me. God willing, we are in September. We've crossed half of it already. October, November 5th, God willing, I'll be 76. And I give all the glory to God and the kind of profession that I have taken to, because I see people ahead of me who are as strong as I saw them when I was young. That is it. So if you see the Bidonto around, if you see Sister Kofa around, and the big men who used us for Ghanaians to appreciate what you did and what you did for them. Who am I to say people haven't done anything? A lot has gone under the bridge.
After the launch, there were some photo-taking opportunities. And of course, I had to take photos with the legendary filmmakers, Juanza, and all the amazing people who were around, because it's such an honor to even be in the same room with them. So to me, it was more like, okay, what can I do then? And then my experience in media kind of just pushed me in that direction. Like, okay, now if I really want to understand the industry that we're in, the Ghanaian industry, instead of complaining about the things that are going on, why don't I go back and check the films out? So that's when I began doing research. And the information I was finding was mind-blowing. And I couldn't keep it to myself. So I said, let me just start a YouTube channel. And start reviewing these films. So the first ever video I made was the first ever local feature made in Ghana, which is The Boy Puma Sing. Like the first ever feature on the local film. Yes. So when I found out that information, I read more about everything that the film
We were just
entailed.
talking to a guy whose
Yeah.
grandfather was in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's
Played
a.
in the movie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I mean, we talk about legacy, you know, that's another problem, is that we're so poor stewards of our legacy. And so other people can easily jump. And we're the ones sitting around with nothing because we don't know how to build up, you know, what has been bequeathed to us, you know. How is it like in Nigeria?
Well, there's a ready market. Of course, there's a huge population that it's so which means
How to still, and this is part of this work here, is understanding the marketing of the artist. Understand? Because in front of the line, we're making a movie that, you know, is incest and challenging stuff that is just for people who understand the cultural context. We don't know what this means, but we know it's cool. We don't know what that means, but we know it's cool. But we know that we can sell the project based on that. So, again, what are you trying to do? You're trying to elevate your chances. You know what I mean? For, again, knowing that you're black and they're ready to dismiss you by your own people and by nobody. Nobody believes that we have a cinematic legacy. They don't know and they don't care. But it's your job to make sure that they care. You understand? And it was little things. I'll give you another example. This right here is a telenovela we shot for film, right? The mother in the movie is watching the telenovela. We tried to license it. It was just too expensive. So I came to Ghana, I found a bunch of people who were... Yeah, man. Here, right here in Accra. And we went...
I never even heard of that. So
And then we went
the distortion, the aspect ratio.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Wow, it was like a real telenovela, man. These are all local expats. They're not actors. I met some of them at the public bar, but then, you know, when they bought tacos, it's all tacos. We bought tacos, some lady selling tacos in the street. We got her, they look real. Wow. So it also tells you, man, it's like, first of all, it's not that deep. If you find the things that are going to, because this became its own story, within the story. And there were they did an article in Mexico, because it's named after, the telenovela is named after a town, Puebla, in Mexico. So these people did a whole article about how we made this, you know, so it's like the movie was, but you can't do one thing and think, bro, you're already starting in the back. You gotta increase your chances.
The African Film Society is open for free to all until the end of 2024. Yes, you heard me right. So you can make your way to the African Film Society on Fridays and Saturdays from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can take advantage of the resources at the library and have a tour of the exhibition that is still running until the end of the year. You can also follow the African Film Society on social media to find out all the amazing projects that they have coming up. And don't forget, the African Film Society is open to all. Find out how you can become a member and also take advantage of all the resources in the library, the films, and every other thing that it has to offer. Last but definitely not the least, if you're an African filmmaker watching this and you have a short film that you'd like to show to the world, be sure to submit it for the Classics in the Park, which is happening in 2025 from March 7th to March 8th. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be outdoor screening of films, and we're going to have so much fun with lots to eat, drink, and of course, the community to interact with. Don't miss this opportunity. Submit your film now because the submission date is drawing really close. Guys, I wish you all the best in your submissions. Thank you for watching this video up until this point. As always, AJ for Short has all the news and everything that you need to know about the film industry and theater industry in Africa and the African diaspora. Stay tuned for more.